Team Django blistered the course.
Django's trained in narcotics detection. He's got a good nose for it. It's me seeing the signs. My patrol partner did a traffic stop, and I said, well, let me just run Django through. He jumped right in, and he actually went right to the back seat, and there was a bag of trail mix, and he found a little baggie at the bottom of the trail mix of narcotics. Team Django's out to eat the competition up.
What do you think, Dick?
These two have been very successful in the field, and the experience should help them. But they've only been partners for a year and a half, so communication could be a disadvantage. Team Django trains with the scent of narcotics, so that's the scent we're using on the 5 items for their run.
No trail mix in here, though, unfortunately.
Officer Van Hammer goes off leash, showing complete trust in Django. Django definitely showed a little bit of extra interest on that basket, but not quite enough for an alert.
She probably figures those letters just smell like the mailman.
There's an alert right there, and she picks up on it.
They find the first item in about 30 seconds. Next up is the bathroom where the scent is on the toothbrush holder.
It can be tough to pin down a scent in the bathroom, depending on who was there last.
Officer Van Hemert thinks she saw an alert, but incorrect on that one.
I didn't see an alert. Maybe the clock is getting to her.
Maybe the pungent aromas are.
Right there you see a nice detailed search by her. And she grabs the right item.
Despite the mistake, they found 2 items in less than 2 minutes. Into the living room where the scented item is the speaker on the cabinet.
At the bottom of the trail mix of narcotics. Team Django's out to eat the competition up.
What do you think, Dick?
These two have been very successful in the field, and the experience should help them. But they've only been partners for a year and a half, so communication could be a disadvantage. Team Django trains with the scent of narcotics. So that's the that we're using on the 5 items for their... Django's into those pillows. These must be the new beef pillows.
Incorrect item there.
That one, buddy?
Let's see if she stays committed. She does. Great job. Now that's a clear alert.
Now it's 3 items in 3 minutes. They're on track to sweep the boneyard.
Careful, Kurt. Don't jinx them.
Now it's the office. Django's searching for the scent on the desk lamp.
Oh, check.
They're so focused and methodical, hard to believe they've only been partners a year and a half.
Wow, there's the alert. He found that fast.
Wow, 4 items in under 4 minutes. They're unjinxable.
I still say, don't mess with the boneyard gods.
And they've saved the smelliest for last, the locker room.
Yeah, Kurt, with 36 lockers and all types of interesting odors, this is one of our toughest rooms. Going with the detailed search, that's worked so well for Django.
Less than 10 seconds. They have the sneaker. Will they make it in time? They do. They came, they sniffed, they conquered. 5 items in less than 5 minutes. That's going to be tough to beat.
All 5 items. Talk about your strategy together. You just seem to read each other really well.
We've been practicing a lot lately, and I find that if he's off leash, he does so much better, and I let him run the room.
Well done. It was fun to watch you guys.
Oh, awesome. Thanks.
The skies are not safe.
I said, I'm coming home. And they said, we recommend you not do so. We're under attack. And I said, I'm getting on Air Force One, and I'm going to be in Washington pretty soon.
Air Force One was a target. We had to protect the president.
Somehow, somebody had gotten to the system aboard Air Force One.
Air Force One was a sitting duck.
The president is a target.
예세븐 동년배라고 제가 이제 아이돌 신인 걸그룹이나 아이돌 걸그룹을 기대하셨던 거 아니신가요? 선생님 같은 오늘 발성의 포기 자신 있게 그게 중요해. 라이브는 쓰레기지. 왜? 그러다 할 수 있어. 아니야. 뭐야? 우리 라이브 라이브 캔찰. 잘해.
fighting for the freedom of family. 家人晚上全部的女人。The older generation would not have forgotten what happened.
2 teams left to go here in the Boneyard, and they have their work cut out for them, with Team Django's perfect score of 5 items and Team Rico's finding of 3 items in 4 minutes 32 seconds. Only the top 2 teams advance to the final round, and up next, it's our SWAT officers. Officer Rivera and Capo from the East Hartford, Connecticut Police Department.
Capo's tracking is the bread and butter. He's called not just by East Hartford, but also by surrounding towns. One that sticks out when it comes to a track, there was an autistic child. While the family was sleeping, he just got up and he wandered out of the house. We started right from the door where they believed the kid ran out, and Capo ended up tracking to a nearby park, so we were able to help find him. We're Team Capo, and we're here to be America's next top dog.
Officer Rivera has described Capo as a 100-mile-per-hour dog. He says he's always ready to go. We're going to see if he can slow him down or if the speed, that 100 mile per hour, helps him win the race tonight.
To avoid instant elimination, they need to find 3 items in 4 minutes 32 seconds.
Capo uses human odor for scent training, so that's the scent on the 5 items.
So basically, Capo's looking for B.O.
Yeah, kinda.
First up, the bedroom, where the scented item is the basket on the bedside table. Now, they started on leash and then he took him off.
I think it's a really smart move by Officer Rivera. He's just letting Capo do what Capo does best. He's so close, but no alert yet.
Officer Rivera getting a closer look. Will he grab the basket? No, they missed the basket.
Remember, this is one of the world's toughest scent detection tests.
They have yet to find 1 item. And they're into the bathroom where the scented item is the toothbrush holder on the sink. Going off leash again.
He doesn't seem like he's too concerned about the clock. This is exact how he would do it in a real-world scenario. The behavior change with the biting and the barking, that's an active alert.
They finally find their first item at the 3.5-minute mark after 1.5 minutes in the bathroom. What's into the pillows tonight? Makes you want to go sniff them yourself.
Officer Rivera, though, still seems calm, still seems composed. Probably a lot of his SWAT experience. He's used to high-stress, high-tension situations. Officer Rivera sees that change in behavior as an alert, but the pillow is incorrect.
Clock winding down. They need to find 5 items to move on, but it's not looking good. And we'll say goodbye to Team Capo. The Mays kick their tail, ending their run and their time here on Top Dog. You can almost see with their calm demeanor that they're used to doing searches. They're just not used to doing it against the clock.
Juan and Capo, how would you describe this time here on Top Dog?
Very thankful. Now I just know what new things we need to start working on in order to keep up with the game.
It was fun to watch you guys.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
All right, up next is our favorite mutt. Tonight's underdog, Team Leonidas.
I've been fortunate enough to turn a hobby to a lifestyle, which is 5-Star Dog Academy. Oh, boy. I do obedience, home manners, socialization, specializing in family protection work.
Just so full of energy, wanted to play. It took me some time to kind of calm him down. Started getting a little bit more competitive with this guy when he turned 2 years old. Now at 4 years old, I feel he's able to kind of compete. It's a dog life. I couldn't ask for anything different than the dog life.
Leonidas surprised me in round 1. He actually did much better than I expected.
Sounds like you come down with a case of Leonidas.
I am totally a fan, but he's up against police canines trained in scent detection. It's their full-time job, 5 days a week to do this, but he's on their turf now, so let's see.
Leonidas, ready?
To avoid elimination, they need to find 3 items in 4 minutes 32 seconds.
Leonidas trains with human scent. Typically, this is skin oil, so that's what we're using on the 5 items during his run.
Translation? He's sniffing for sweat.
That was an alert, and Alex caught him.
And they identify the first item.